Hi, I'm Mary Barnes, the Project Manager for Water for Tomorrow project from WRE. I'm here with Stuart Roberts.
So Stuart Roberts, Deputy President of the National Farmers Union, and certainly over the last few years become a big water advocate when it comes to farming. It's a fascinating topic, one we need to spend more time on, and it's great to be talking to you, Mary, this morning about your Water for Tomorrow project.
Great, thanks Stuart. Hi Stuart, so you've just come back from the Broadlands catchment discussing water management issues. I was wondering if you could explain what WRE's Regional Water Resources Plan means for farmers.
Well, look, for me, the issue of water, and people have heard me talk about it time and again, is probably the #1 priority for us when we look at climate change, we look at everything else. The problems of water, too much, too little, really manifest themselves on farms. And what I've seen over in the Broadlands is I've seen farmers coming together with the Environment Agency and particularly using WRE as the conduit for that. And I think the plan going forward, how we work together, farmers have got to play their role in that. We can't just look to others to solve our problems. We've got to be part of that solution.
And how do you think Water for Tomorrow can help farmers in the Broadlands catchment?
Well, I think it can help farmers in the Broadlands catchment and many other catchments actually. I think it's starting to think about where does farming and agriculture and food production come in that priority use of water? How can we make the case for the water we need? How can we also help manage that water? It's not just about the water we use as landowners, as farmers, as food producers. We've got to play an important role in how we catch that water, move that water, improve the quality of that water. And for me, that is about, Water for Tomorrow is about how we all work together. It's not about water companies or the Environment Agency or NGOs or farmers. It's about all of us coming together in a collaborative way, and I'd really encourage farmers to come forward and take part in discussions and plans around Water for Tomorrow and the whole issue of how we deal with water going forward.
And what do you think are going to be the future challenges for farmers and water in the future?
Well, this is where I get very optimistic potentially. There are some real challenges, let's be very clear. Farmers are not just part of the solution to climate change, we're also going to be absolutely at the forefront of dealing with the impacts of that. Anyone who's suffered from droughts or from flood in recent years, and too many have, will see that. But what I also see is a huge opportunity. When I look at agricultural production in other parts of the world, the one thing British agriculture will have is fresh water. The same can't be said for potentially elsewhere in the world, but we can only take advantage of that opportunity if we invest both in resources, in infrastructure, but also in thinking. And that for me is about farmers getting involved in this, working together, using people like WRE, but also working with water companies, the Environment Agency and many others, because ultimately access to fresh water is the thing that could give British agriculture its competitive advantage over many other agriculture sectors around the world going forward. So let's look at this as an opportunity rather than a threat and a challenge.
Great, thanks very much Stuart.